I think maybe a more relatable one. I talk about startups a lot because I wrote a book on startup pitching. I do a lot of startup coaching and helping startups fundraise. But perhaps a more relatable one for the business world is, you go into an interview, it's the interviewer we associate with the kind of traditional powerful role. And it's obviously the interviewer asking all the questions. Now, you think about it, a lot of advice that interviewees get is come in with questions yourself, right? And it's funny. Why is that important? Well, some people will say, well, it's important to ask questions because it shows you're excited about the opportunity, interested. Okay, that's true. But, if that were the only reason, there are other ways to show excitement and interest in the position without asking questions. And yet, if you don't ask questions, you don't get the job, right? Well, then, okay, asking questions helps you evaluate the job for yourself to see whether it'll be a good fit for you. Okay, that's great. But that's very self-focused, like for the interviewee. So why should your evaluation, whether it's a good evaluation for you or not, the job, matter at all to the interviewer, right? But it does, because if you don't ask questions, again, you don't get hired. And the reason is, if you are in a position, you're an interviewee and you start to ask questions, you balance out this power dynamic because now you are expressing curiosity, evaluating whether the company will be a good fit for you, not just whether you'll be a good fit for the company. And implicitly, what that signals to the interviewer is like, this person is in their own personal power. So the interviewer now gives you more value. They perceive you to have more value because you have more personal power. And also, you implicitly, when you're asking questions to debate whether it'll be a good fit for you, you're implicitly showing that you have options. Again, so you're just raising the perceived value that you have. So that's why it's important. Don't sit there in a position where you're always proving yourself or answering questions. Really, if you start to feel disempowered, turn it around. Ask questions the other way around. If you're in a leadership meeting with a senior executive, really start to question them on their vision and really question in ways to really get curious to understand the details of their vision, which helps you, align with what they need. But now when they're thinking about their vision, you're not in a low power position anymore. You're in a complementary position.